family, it has been a minute since I put out any public content about Sosua or the Dominican Republic. I think it's been over a year. And there's two reasons for that. One is I live in Southeast Asia now. Number two is that anytime that we're talking about Sosua, all of that goes over on our private channel, whiskeyrum.pro. And we've kind of locked everything behind closed doors because, let's be honest, Sosua's gotten enough bad publicity over the last couple of years, and it's a shame. And the reason I'm making this video is it just got some more. This young lady made a video about Sosua. She went all the way up to the North Coast, and the only thing she wanted to talk about...
We set off to find what truly happens in this small town.
Prostitution is next level here.
Number one, I don't know where she's from, but I guarantee you she could have made that exact same video in her hometown, whether it's Toronto, somewhere in Michigan, Florida, it doesn't matter. There is a prostitution problem all over this planet.
Mamalidi estimates there are already about 3,000 brothels operating in the city of Toronto.
Hotel in College Park that police and health officials say is a magnet and breeder of crime.
Up an undercover prostitution sting in Pasco County.
You're going to go to all of that effort to get up to the North Coast?
I rented this Kia Picasso to drive across the entire island to the town of Sosua. 3.5 hours to drive from one side of the island to the other.
And you're not going to show everybody how beautiful it is? You don't stop along the road, get that panoramic shot in your video? You don't stop and get a cold beer with one of the local guys and learn about their story and talk about their family, their farm, because that's exactly what they're going to tell you about as soon as you shake hands.
As soon as you enter into the town, women are staring at you and looking for clients. I needed to figure out how to navigate Sosua in order to get more information on the ins and outs of this town.
When you get to the North Coast, you're not going to go out and take your husband on an excursion, a buggy trip, sport fishing, scuba diving. You're not going to show people the beaches? You're not going to go out and have dinner at any of the area restaurants?
This place is generally safe. However, there could be a little bit of petty theft, but we gotta hurry outside before all the women get taken. Let's go.
Alrighty, so I am here on this street. No video, sis. Are people just walking by, like zooming in on their butts?
I was quickly starting to realize that I was the only person to come to Sosua Beach and not hide my camera.
Those girls that are out on that street, you think they want to be out there? These girls aren't out on that street because they want to be out there. They're in a horrible economic situation. They live in what is essentially a third world country. Most of them have kids. They don't get any child support. There's nobody out there to help them. They get forced out to that street because there's no alternative. They got to put a roof over their kid's head. They got to put food on the table. They have to buy school clothes, all the things that we have to do. It's a lot harder for them. And when you get forced into a decision like that, I don't think it's fair for somebody to come out of North America, go down to that island, and walk around and video them. I just don't.
Best to record discreetly, yet people were looking into our car to see if we were potential clients. And to top it all off, this lady...
The fact that there's prostitutes in the Dominican Republic is the world's worst kept secret. Come over to our pro channel. We'll tell you everything you need to know about it. And a few things that you probably don't want to know about it. But that's not the point. The point is that she legitimately went directly to Sosua with the intent of filming prostitutes for content for her monetized YouTube channel. Meaning technically, she's making money off the prostitutes in Sosua, which would make her a ding, 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 ding pimp. Right, you're not doing anything but adding to the problem by doing that.
There's multiple motorcycles coming in front of us trying to stop our car, block our car. This guy tapped on our window saying, hey, they're recording.
I'll also add that, the guys that go into town, there's a bad reputation, and a lot of them deserve that reputation. They're not the best human beings on the planet. But there's also a section of guys that go into that town, and yes, you can look at the activity that they're doing in a negative light. We can have an hour-long discussion about that. But I do know guys that go into town that treat the girls extremely well. They're very generous with the girls. They take the girls out to dinner. They leave them extra money. They're back home in North America or Europe. The phone rings. It's the girl, hey, my kid's sick. No problem. I'm going to send you some money. I'm going to help you. So there's that side of the equation also. And there's one other aspect. Believe it or not, I don't know what the ratio is, but I would say 1 out of 50 actually meets a guy. They fall in love. The girl ends up off the street in a condo or an apartment. Kids going to a good school, has food on the table every night, and they got a happy, fulfilling relationship, both of them. And if 1 out of 50 of those girls on that street gets the Cinderella story out of the activity that's going on that street, maybe I'm not thinking about this right, but in my mind, that's a win. And maybe, just maybe, I don't know. I know I'm rambling on here, but those are my thoughts about the video. I woke up this morning in a really good mood until I watched that video, and then it just got underneath my skin.
This looks like some foreign men who have met some local women. Let me know what you...
So why don't you go back to Sosua, make another video, and take your husband out and show him what that town is really actually all about. All right, so for what it's worth, those are my thoughts. I guess that's my retort, my response to that video. It got under my skin. I gotta be honest with you. It's like having somebody talk about one of your family members. It just doesn't sit right. And like I told you guys, there's a lot more to Sosua than just what occurs at night. Go out, explore, check out the North Coast for all that it's worth. I've got a ton of videos that are still up. You can go look at them. It'll give you a lot of good ideas for excursions, and it'll really probably give you a better viewpoint of what the North Coast is all about. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to leave you with a little bit more video from the North Coast just to kind of cleanse the palate, get everybody back on track. I hope everybody is doing well, man. Like I said, man, I miss all of you guys back in the DR. Big one of those. We haven't done one of those in a while. All right, Danny, that's it. Signing off, you guys. I'm going to walk down to the beach.